What's good, Wolfpack Gang? It's your girl Mikki checking in, guys. And today, oh my gosh, guys, we are continuing our celebration of business owners and growing businesses. And I am just super excited. Thank you all so much for just tuning in and rocking with me. We are continuing our season 5, y'all. 5. Oh my gosh. It has been a great year for me. I just celebrated 1 year of doing these in March. So it's been a great ride. I just appreciate you all for coming along with me. So today is no different, guys. We are joined with another amazing woman here who is doing her thing. Okay. Her business is just out here and it's growing and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
I am going to go ahead and introduce Miss Toya so she can tell you all about her and her amazing business and everything that she has going on.
Hey guys, it's your girl. It's me. It's Journeè Imani. Thank you so much, Mikki, for having me in the den.
Hey.
Yes. I am Journeè Imani, guys. I am a New Orleans native now, currently residing in Houston, Texas. I am the founder and CEO here at Lipstick by Imani. We're an eco-friendly, cruelty-free cosmetic brand where we inspire through beauty. All the purchases here comes with an affirmation with the hopes the affirmation speaks to your internal beauty while cosmetics enhances your outer beauty. We've been rocking now this year be our we make our 4 year anniversary and we offer yes. We offer lipstick, lip glosses, and eyeshadow.
Okay.
So yes, that's who we are.
Gosh, well, first of all, congratulations on 4 years, honey, because I just hit 2 and I was ready to stop a couple times. So congratulations on 4.
Yes. So yes, 4 years been building. We actually launched in 20 September 2019, but as far as building a community, I started building my community when I used my friends and professionals to actually be involved with the research. So the vision was actually birthed in 2014, and then just went on educating myself on the industry. And then in 2018 that's when I actually started getting my started building my community, reaching out to professionals to do the research and see what it is, why they shop and buy lipstick. And during that point, that's when actually my community was birthed. So yeah, so I'm excited.
And I love that you just touched on that because so many people think, oh, I want a business, I'm gonna start it and it's gonna grow like that. And it's like, no, baby, there is a lot that goes into it. Like you said, you have to do research and see, because me, I was like, I wanna do a clothing business. And I was like, I like clothes. I like affordable clothing because I'm an economical person. Okay, I'm not gonna say the other word. I'm an economical
Yes,
person.
yes.
So I was like, oh, that's gonna be easy. Just sell clothes and price them at price I want to pay. But then you gotta
Right.
look at quality. You're looking at all these other things, your promotion, your what you call it, packaging and things like that. So it's a lot that
So
goes
much
into
involved with it, so much involved with it.
it.
And that's why, when we first get started in business, like a lot of times we work backwards,
Mhm.
but and that's just because not us not being informed. And it's very, very important that you educate yourself on whatever industry that you're looking to go into. And guys, there's nothing wrong with getting education from off of social media, but you also need to go and get, I would say, educational from other places, such as your local. You can go to your local community college. As
Mhm.
far as myself, I am an alum of Jackson State University. I am also in graduate school, so I'm continuing to invest in myself. Because especially getting in, like, with so much going on with the world changing with tech and all that, you want to educate yourself. And I'm not saying, again, nothing wrong with, you want to invest in yourself and get classes and stuff like that from those that you see that market those things on social media. But also, I will also strongly recommend, go to your local community college, take a course or so, and just educate yourself on whatever industry that you actually is in. And yeah, so I am big on education, and I'm big on research, knowing your numbers. It's like you said, and in the beginning, I said when I was getting ready, the point I was about to make was we work backwards. So sometimes, and this is not just for everybody, this is myself included,
Mhm.
because when I launched in 2019, I didn't, when I launched, I actually knew what I had a vision of what I wanted my business to actually do. And I had a job, everybody had that journal. I'm addicted to journals, fun fact. So I write everything down. I'm old school, but to have a business plan, and that way you knocking off that business plan. So having a business plan in the beginning is very important. And because like you said, Mikki, you said that your clothing, right? So for me and my brand, cosmetic is the first part of my brand, but I have other stores that I want to tag on to actually make my vision complete. So I had cosmetics, I have clothing, I had, the affirmation store. I had, hair care.
Mhm.
So all these things, but eventually what starting off that base was the cosmetic. And you just add on to that. But yes, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yes. But
You think it's easy though, but it's be
it is a process because I'm telling you, I was like, I have a good following on social media. I went to college. I have all my little college friends. I got all my family, because it's me. And, I was the person in college. I was selling fruities. I was selling shoes. I knew how to hand sew. So, like, if you broke
come
your
on,
back on your journal,
man.
I was
So
like, bring it to my dorm, baby. Let me hook you up
let me
real
take,
quick. Okay,
yeah.
you need a hem? I got you.
Listen, okay.
So, that was me. So it was like, okay, all these people know me, they like what I do. So I'm gonna go put this picture up. I'm gonna put my website up and I'm gonna blow up. And it was like, oh, little couple crickets. Okay. Let's try something else. So like
Yes,
you constantly have to do the research. How is it gonna move? How is it gonna push? You have to learn that yes, this is what I would like to see if I was shopping, but that your vision of what you would like to see is not always what your customer base is going to want to see in a post or advertisement. So
absolutely.
there's a little bit of that give and take you have to learn. You have to be able to adapt because maybe this post will go with your original concept, but maybe this particular item is going to need a spin on it. And you have to be able to say, okay, I can do that. I can spin it, but make it my own where I'm comfortable with it, but it still gets that traction.
Right.
That
Because
was
it's not you that's actually buying your stuff.
yeah.
It's the people. And I agree with you because I was asked the question more than once, like what else you guys want to see? What other colors you want to see? And it was like, we want to see some other stuff. Like, should be some other stuff. Like,
Okay.
okay, we want to see eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes. We want more of that. And I was like, I have no intention on.
Okay.
Okay, that's one or two, three people. I'm
Plan.
not. Let's spin the block. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's spin the block again. Let's spin the block in a couple of months and survey them again, see what they say. Mikki, they say the same thing again. I was like, okay, it's not me putting a little work because it's not me. I got to get the people what they want, and
Right.
that was what in 2021. That's when I started off in eyeshadows.
Yeah. And like you said, I started out with t-shirts, tank tops, every blue moon, I throw some jogging pants in there. And then people were like, well, you always wear earrings. Because I do YouTube, as you know, YouTube as well. And I have a channel with my husband. And I was always getting complimented on like the earrings I would wear. So people was like, well, why don't you make earrings? And I was like, okay, I don't know nothing about earrings, but other than I go buy them.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, let me see what I want to get into. Then I got into like someone said, oh, Mikki, you like dominoes and stuff like that. So why don't you make dominoes? I was like, okay, let's learn about resin. And oh Lord, that was a
Come
process.
on.
So then
Yeah.
I started with the resin. So now I have like my resin earrings, dominoes, chest sets. I do ashtrays. I'm like, okay, let's do some clothes again. So then I'm incorporating a couple different clothes, and they're like, oh, we'll add this to the thing. And I'm like, okay, so now I do chest sets and checker sets. Okay.
Oh, so you're doing it all
Yeah.
now.
And they like, well, can you add some more shorts and leggings? I'm like, okay, now I do leggings and shorts. And they like, can you add bucket hats and tote bags? I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And I need some more space around here.
Yes.
But
Listen, I'm talking about warehouse, baby.
okay. So how was that with you, like really marketing and growing?
So, as I said, when at what I would do, what I did, I would reach out. I'm a social, so I actually know a lot of professionals. So I started off in that area. Whereas I would invite them to brunch,
Mm-hmm.
and this is before I actually launched. And so every quarter I would do brunches. And it's all started off with one brunch where I actually just was asking, when I told them I had the birth of the vision, and I invited a group of friends out to get their feedback. And I told them I wanted them to be involved in the vision.
Mm-hmm.
And at that particular brunch, one friend was like, "Well, I need, you know how it is when you get with your girlfriends. You're
Mm-hmm.
talking about all different types of things, right?
Okay.
Our marriages, networking, business, a plethora of things, right? And
Mm-hmm.
at the very end, and these are women are from all, none of them knew each other. I was the common denominator, and from all different backgrounds, right? A professional background. And they was like, one of my friends was like, I needed this. Like I really needed this.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could meet once a month. I was like, I can't do once a month. I can do once a quarter. So once a quarter I will meet and we would all get together and we would meet at different brunches throughout Houston, and then when you're together you take pictures and they would post it on social media. The next person would see it. This person would see it. You didn't invite me, and it just kind of grew. And every month, a quarter, it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. To I was like, okay, 2019 fourth quarter. I said I'm gonna open it to the public. I'm making a public event. So I did, and I was supposed to open it to the public. Tickets was on sale, everything was out there, and the tickets was selling. Okay, almost sold out, and boom, we know what happened, right? 2020. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh my God. So at that very point, um, I was like 6 months into my business, right? Had launched. And but you had been the whole entire time, you've been meeting people over, we've been leading up to this point, getting ready and getting ready and getting ready. And you, as you talk about your brand, you go to and people posting, and you begin to meet people from all over on social media, and my brand will begin to grow and grow and grow like that, just by word of mouth, pretty much. And then, of course, when the world shut down, we was on social media. My business was only 6 months old when the pandemic hit, and so from there, I was a part of a beauty mastermind. So from there, I reached out to my beauty mastermind members and saying, "Hey, do y'all want to go live with me and talk about why you started your business?" Because at this point, and it's not at this point, but any business owner, even before the pandemic, it's always good to tap into people that's in the same industry as you,
Yes.
because work together, come together. Y'all could be accountability partners. Y'all could throw ideas off of each other. It's not about I've always it's the positive about everything. It's not about this person taking this or this person taking that. It's about coming together and collaborating. So I reached out to I'm gonna say I did reach out to 11 of my beauty mastermind sisters, and I'm gonna ask 11 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
All 11 ain't gonna say they want to go on live with me.
Mm-hmm.
Mikki, that was not the case. All 11 said yes. So
Yeah.
now I had to figure out, it was a beauty brunch, and everybody had time because it was inside. So I brought on 11 of my beauty brand friends, and some of us selling the same exact thing. And
Mm-hmm.
we all actually came online. It was right on Instagram. And I had a time to where it's about 15 minutes questions. And it was like a whole Sunday, just like this, but it was on live.
Mm-hmm.
We shared our brand stories, and everybody had a story, right? And so as I told my story, and as we vote on live, we had the same audience, right? So that audience, you shared audience. So my audience grew and grew from that. So now here I am in 2023, over social media marketing, doing a lot of networking in person, and just by word of mouth, people, my customers, my lipstick got in the hand of a reality TV star. At the time, I'm not sure if you watched the show Ready on Love at First Sight. So one of the stars of the show, I'm from New Orleans, like I said. So from the New Orleans episode, uh, the Randalls, Armani, she opened one of my lipsticks on her live
Oh,
on
wow.
YouTube channel, and she has 60,000 followers, right? So she's on her YouTube channel, and she opened my lipstick. And one night in February, my lips, my website started crazy, going crazy. My Instagram program crazy. And I'm like, what in the world? Because it's not the average, algorithm. Okay, you get 1 or 2 followers, but you do follow, and then you
Yeah.
start getting orders of the same color.
Mhm.
I'm like, what is going on? Right. And then eventually I seen it. But I said that to say that's how I actually grew, just by putting in the work myself, building a community, lots of networking, on the ground networking, word of mouth, social media, and of course, you have those at the very end, which is your family and friends, but they're not always the first upfront to support,
Mhm.
but those on the back end, they're gonna share and tell about your brand, and just actually networking with makeup artists that I do know. Me myself, that's how I actually got started, because I wanted to become a freelance makeup artist, and so I know a lot of makeup artists. So just networking with them, and my lipstick getting in the hands of those makeup artists, and grew and grew and grew. So I had to change my mindset. Not everything is a scam, right?
Right.
So they was tagging me, and I was like, okay, I seen it. That's dope. I love it, right? I love the concept. Then somebody else tagged me, and then somebody else tagged me, and then the people themselves reached out to me. I was like, okay, after 3 tags, the company reached out. Let me take the time and see what they're talking about. So we set up a Zoom with the lady, and I loved her energy. And after that, she flew into Houston to meet with me. uh, Her energy was dope, and so that led me to say this. For those that may be watching my brand and following my brand, they may be are aware of this, but we hit our very first retail store in the beginning of this month in Chicago. So Lipstick by Imani is now in Hyde Park, it's called the Black Beauty Collective out. So if you guys are out shopping, I mean, if you're in Chicago and you visiting Chicago, go check out the Black Beauty Collective. They had a grand opening on April the 8th. And Mikki is not just your typical beauty store. It is the very first beauty store in the US that houses all Black beauty brands. So everything that's on the shelf is a Black woman or man behind the brand, majority female. And the owner of the store called the Black Beauty Collective, her name is Leslie Roberson. She is a Illinois native, and the store is super super amazing. So we went out there, had a soiree with the Black Beauty other Black Beauty Collective, my collective sisters, and it was just amazing. So yes, that's actually how, when it comes to marketing my brand, that's pretty much, that was just hit the ball, the semen running, and networking and word of mouth, and getting out there, of course, with our social media.
Yes, I mean, I love that. And it was so many different layers you had to go through, which lets people know it's a process. It's not just going to happen overnight. I mean,
It's not.
you have those one-off instances where something may click. Like you may be able to get your product or your name out there in front of somebody and you just take off,
And
but
just having the money,
yeah,
you may be a person that's blessed to have, because it takes capital, right? And as female, as Black business owners, unless you just birth and you just have the you've been blessed with the finances, to hit the ball rolling, and I'm gonna pay for this and pay for that, and you pay it. You have big time influences, because we are living in an influencer world where you can pay. I myself don't. I am still a 9 to 5. People look at me like, how you do it? Determination. I
yeah.
have to do it, because guess what? My 9 to 5 finances is my first investor. My 9 to 5 is my investor.
Mhm.
They the one that's actually helping me pay for Lipstick by Imani, because otherwise they will I don't have it if I don't work, right? So in all of the things that you see, it comes with money behind it. You do need the capital to invest in yourself. You need the capital for inventory. I'm not getting in the kitchen and fixing my lipstick myself. I do have a manufacturer, and all of that comes with, you just have to have the capital.
You do.
So you see it, you see the reward, but just knowing that it's work behind it.
Yeah, there's a lot of no problem. Yeah, there's a lot of work on the back end. For me, you probably saw during this interview just now. My daughter came in here like 3 times, and I'm like, we talked about this.
Trust me.
But it's those things. Like it's so much that goes on in the background. It's the balancing. Like I said, I have 3 daughters. 13 and under. I'm a wife, I also work. It's like it's a everyday process. A lot of my items, I am at my dining room table. We become so close, me and my dining room table. But we I'm mixing resin and I'm creating designs, and my husband is creating designs, and we pressing shirts and hoodies and all that stuff. Well, my house has become my office. It's my workspace. So like you said, it's that process. You have to
Very
get
much
out
so.
there and pound that pavement. You have to get out there and put your name out there. You're not a name that's already established. You have to not
Absolutely.
only put your name out there, you have to establish your brand as a successful brand. You have to put that credit behind your name and your brand. Like you said, a lot of us, we may not have money to go out and get an influencer right off back to help us push and promote our products. So we got to be out there. So now we at the corner store with our stuff on, like, hey, you like that? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Please ask me where I got it from so I can tell you.
Listen, okay.
Like, do you accept business cards here? Can I put this right here? Like it's a lot of that, like you said, it's understanding that those reach outs that people do over social media, not everything is a scam, but you have to do your research because you don't want to get your name involved in anything negative. So
Absolutely.
it's always that research, networking. So many people feel like they can do it on their own, and baby, you can't. You need to network. Like you said, get with those um companies who are in your same niche, because you can learn from each other. Just because you may see a business, you're like, oh, they got more followers than me. That doesn't necessarily mean they may know more than you. You can bounce ideas off each other. Like you
Absolutely.
create those networks. That way, when you're doing events and things like that, someone is able to share your post.
Absolutely.
A share of a post, some people don't understand. When someone shares my post, I'm like, hey, woo, okay, woo, woo, okay, that might actually
Yes.
go well. Okay.
Yes, because you never know who that person is connected with, and don't get so caught up on numbers, because I know several people that has really nice big businesses that the numbers, the followers, you know what I'm saying? So you never know who knows who. It could be that one or two people over there that's following them. So like you said, when somebody share your post, when you share somebody post, we don't know who's following you, who
Right.
does see. So it means a lot when the post gets shared.
Yes. And
So
I
I
can tell
enjoy
you
it.
this, like you said, don't focus so much on those likes and stuff like that, because I have someone who never, and I mean never, likes one post that I make. Never. They never share anything that I post, but they order every month. And I'm just like, okay. So I see that you see what I'm posting, or at least you're popping up on my website to see if I got anything new, you know.
Right, right,
They
right.
have
So
not.
that lets me know that so you gotta, and I tell people all the time, you gotta look at yourself. Like when you on social media strolling, like how many times that you like something, or you up or page that you may be visiting and you're not following. And a lot of time it doesn't mean that the person doesn't like you. Something I know when it comes to Instagram, you have to watch with the way the algorithm is. You gotta watch the amount of people that you're following, because you may have, if you following 4,000 people and you have 3,000 followers, or even 2,000, it does like that. Maybe they may show it to 50, they may show it to, because of the numbers, and unfortunately I don't like it, but that is the way of the game. So just because, and for me, I shop, the people that we shop with, how often do you even go to their social media? You may have, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely, but so sharing it is really good. And like you say, you don't never know who's watching you. They still may still be shopping you, and liking what you putting out there. But that's what matters, is because the amount of likes doesn't amount to the amount of money that's in your bank account.
Okay.
So I love that. I love that.
And like you said, it's all about, to be honest, as a business owner, it's all about being able to encompass so many different things. Like you have to know your social media marketing. You have to be able to do your email marketing. You have to be able to do your face-to-face marketing. You have to be able to talk about your business in a way that sounds like you know what you're talking about, but you're not sounding
Absolutely.
robotic at the same time. Like you have to be able to relate to your audience. You have,
Have to. I
you know,
have to. You have to, Mikki. You have to be able to relate to your audience, and I solely agree with you 100%. And people shop with people. And when you on social media and people connect with you because you down to earth and you talking their language and they see what you're saying and they get it, they're
mhm.
gonna shop with you, right? And then when they meet you in person, they're like, so many times I have met people in person and they're like, oh my God, you're the same person on social media. And I'm like, what I'm not supposed to be. It was like, no, 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 no. I don't mean no harm. I mean, like, some people they had this upbeat personality on social media, and when I see them in person, they're like, who are you? Like, so no, what you see is what you get. I am human, so yeah, I do have days where I'm not my very upbeat, but I don't display myself on. I don't come on. Some if life is life, and of course you're not gonna see me on social media because again I am human, but I'm the same regardless. If you see me in person, on social media, on somebody else live, on my live, in the den, I am the same.
Yes. And I'm telling you, you have to, because when you are a growing business, people are buying you more so than the products because your name is not quite up there yet. So they're not saying, oh, well, I know that brand. So whatever they have, I'm gonna get it. You have to build that up. So in the beginning, baby, they're buying you. So if you are a stick in the mud, you stale, you don't know how to sell your product, and you just want to sit there and sound like boo boo do, I don't know. That's the kind of money you're gonna get. So you
Absolutely,
know
absolutely.
and if that's so, if you're not a very bubbly person, you don't think you can really catch people, maybe in doing your research, that's something you need to get another person to do as the face of the
Of the
business.
brand.
If that's
Absolutely.
not necessarily something that is your forte, but that's all that comes with the business. That's about learning. But in the beginning, until you can get someone to do that role, because they gonna want some kind of compensation, some kind of free product or something, which is still gonna
Abs-
cost you. You
right.
may have to get out there and do it in a way that's gonna work to create the sales that you need to get someone to maybe permanently fill that role for you. So that's all about growing as a business owner and as a person and knowing your strengths and your weaknesses and how they can help you and hurt you. And obviously, you don't want anything to hinder your business. So it's all about that growth and getting your business to a point where you can start delegating certain tasks. Yes. So, oh my gosh. So, I have really enjoyed having you in the den. I feel like we have talked about so much, and I feel like we could go so much longer because
Yes, 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 yes.
we're going here. But I want to make sure before we head out that everyone knows where they can shop with you, where they can find you to be able to support. So, if you can, just let us know where we can find. I mean, because I know all the juicy details. They may want to know.
Yes, 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 yes. So you guys, again, Mikki, thank you so much for having me in the den. You guys can shop with Lipstick by Imani on our website, www.lipstickbyimani.com. I'm on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, at Lipstick by Imani.
Okay.
You can actually shop with us at the Black Beauty Collective, blackbeautycollective.com. Also in retail, you can find my products at the Black Beauty Collective, and that's if you're in the Chicago Hyde Park area or visiting, it's 5305 South Hyde Park. And again, the Black Beauty Collective Lipstick by Imani products are there.
Yeah.
So yes, that's how you can find us and shop with us. Okay, and I always forget this one. You can follow us also on YouTube at Lipstick by Imani.
Yes. So, guys, there is no reason why you should not be able to get a hold of this amazing queen here and shop her products. If you cannot shop right now, baby, we understand life be life, and sometimes we just can't swing it. But it's always a follow, a like, a comment, a share. Those are all free to do and take you less than 10, 15 seconds to do. So we would greatly appreciate that as well. But I want to say, oh, Thank
Yeah, no, you're
yeah.
welcome. And I do want to mention one thing for my beauty ladies that want to be look at different classes and also different little techniques. Go and follow. I'm partnered with a friend of mine's, Modern Maya James with Shop Claim Beauty Wellness. With it's called Corks and Couture. So go follow on Instagram at Corks and Couture for your beauty classes and needs as well. So thanks, Mikki. I'm sorry.
No problem. I love shout outs, girl. I love those. Yeah, so make sure you all stay locked in and everything. I'm pretty sure she has a lot more amazing things coming for you guys. She, like
Yeah.
myself, is always introducing something new or doing something new. Very active on social media, so you will definitely see her, and there will be a lot of benefits to just following her and seeing what she has going on. Great products. She's on my list, y'all. Y'all know your girl got a list. She's on the list. I only got so many coins I can, spend a month, but she's on my list.
Nah, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So I'm making my way, and y'all know we do unboxes every Tuesday. So I gotta get my unboxes back together, y'all. So
Thank you so
yes.
very
But
much.
I am super excited, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Boss Chat in the Den, where we are celebrating growing business owners, just helping us network and build each other up because that's what it's all about. We all need each other to succeed and be successful. And yes, guys, so I will catch you guys next week for another episode. Peace.
Please.